Hey everybody, DeLongShot Signatures here. This is episode 95 of my 2024 TTM returns. I've got 11 successes I'm going to share with you guys. That way I get a video up before Labor Day, and you guys will have the opportunity to enter into my giveaway binder contest for this round. I won't be able to do any U.S. Nationals recaps yet. I still haven't even logged those into my collection, but I wanted to at least get caught up with this. But before I get into the successes, I wanted to talk really briefly about a passing that happened recently. I usually try to avoid talking about celebrity deaths. It's a very down topic, and most of the time it's either someone that I don't have in my collection, and it's sad and everything, but I don't want to make that the focus of a video, or I do have them in my collection, but it was expected, they were getting older, it was known that they were sick. I just try not to do too much about it. But this one's really messed with me for the past 48 hours or however long it's been since my buddy texted me about it. And from other people's tributes and what they've said, it's been messing with them as well. Just the fact that it even occurred. But believe it was Thursday night and got reported Friday morning. But Columbus Blue Jackets player Johnny Gaudreau and his younger brother Matthew were killed in a car accident, bike accident, whatever you want to call it. From everything I understand, they were cycling at about 8 p.m. or something, and a drunk driver tried to switch lanes to pass another driver and hit both of them, and they were pronounced dead at the scene. Johnny Gaudreau was known as Johnny Hockey for just how skilled of a player he was despite being undersized, and just from everything that I've seen, he was way more than just a hockey player. Very likable person, very upbeat attitude with everything, and it sounded like he was great with his family and whatnot, but just everything I ever saw about the guy was good. So, just wanted to say rest in peace to Johnny and Matthew, and, my condolences to his family and all his friends as they deal with all this. Unfortunately, it sounds like it happened as they were on their way traveling towards Pennsylvania for their sister's wedding on Friday. So I cannot imagine what that was like for them to go through, what they're going through currently. But I just I just felt compelled to just kind of mention it briefly before the TTM video. Hard to transition out of that, but we did get some good TTMs since the last time I posted. I believe this is up to date, but on, Wednesday? Got in one success. It is a 2 of 2 return in 21 days from college football coach Jimmy Rogers, who has coached South Dakota State for one season. This will be his second year, and he went 15-0 last season, winning the FCS championship with the team. South Dakota State has been big rivals with North Dakota State, generally battling them and generally being on the losing end for the FCS championship. But the past 2 years, they have won. They won their first one. I don't know if it was their first overall FCS championship, but in the past 2 years, first one with longtime head coach John Stiegelmeier, who retired at the end of the season, and Jimmy Rogers picked right up where they left off, leading them to an undefeated, perfect season in his rookie coaching year. So really, really cool to get that. Was not expecting to get that one back. Then we have one from Thursday. It's another college football coach. This is a 2 of 2 success in 21 days from Jim Clements, who coaches Kutztown, I think is how it's supposed to be pronounced, football. I want to say it's like Division 2 or Division 3 school. But he is with his second program and has a pretty high winning percentage. I think it's in the 700s. So that was part of the reason I sent to him. Then we had, looks like, 5 successes on Friday. First one is a baseball return. This is coming back from former pitcher Steve Soderstrom. It's a 1-of-1 success in 11 days for the 4-sport classic trading card set. Another one for that set is a football return. This is a 1-of-1 success also in 11 days from former offensive lineman and college football Hall of Famer Lincoln Kennedy. I've gotten from him before on a couple photos, but I saw he was in this set and I was like, hey, that guy's a good signer. So I sent that one out. Then we have another football return. I haven't done the stats on these guys yet, so I don't know too much about their careers. But I got a 2-of-2 success in 11 days from former Chicago Bears linebacker Tom Hicks. Here he is tackling John Riggins. And then he sent back my other photo unsigned, but he included a little photo / postcard or whatever, oversized card of his own that is autographed. Then this one took a while to get back, but this is a 2-of-2 return in 584 days from Wake Forest basketball coach Steve Forbes. Don't remember what his college record or coaching record is. I'll have to look that up after I do the video, but that was a surprise to be sure. Then this one is more of a local return. I don't know how many of you guys would know him unless you've been to the Indy 500, but he is a local, I guess, newscaster, mainly focusing in on sports. He will be retiring from his post in December, but he has been the voice of the track for IMS, mostly for the Indy 500, but I think he also does like NASCAR and a couple of the other races. But this is a 2-of-2 return from WTHR's Dave Calabro. So I sent 2 photos. He signed this one. He kept my other one, but he included this, which was signed as well. And I didn't even know it was autographed at first because it came like this around that photo, and I thought it was just to protect it, and then I opened it up later and I was like, oh, I did get 2-of-2 back. But long time voice of the 500 for the PA, as a PA announcer. Trying to remember who else before him did it, but I can't think of any names off the top of my head. But if you're from Indiana, it's maybe mostly central Indiana, you'll know him for the Sports Desk, Operation Football, and his coverage of the Colts. I think he's been part of WTHR for like 30 years or something like that. And then we had 4 successes from today. First one is another one for the classic 4-sport collection. It's a 1-of-1 success in 12 days from former offensive lineman John Garrick, I think. Signed that nicely in blue. Then we have former defensive back / safety who signed 2-of-2 in 12 days. Tim Fox of the Patriots and the Chargers. Don't know if he played for any other teams. Got another college football coach who signed 2-of-2 for me in 19 days. This is Carnegie Mellon's football head coach Ryan Larson, who I think is going into his 3rd season and already has like 20 wins. I think he's like 21-2 in his first 2 seasons as a head coach. So very, very awesome to get that. And the last one here was another surprise. This one's been out for a while as well. This guy used to be really good signer whenever I would ask for signed hero cards from the race team. But in recent years, he hasn't been doing a full schedule, only doing the 500. He does race in some other series. I had a chance to watch him race at the Truck Series race, but there was no way I was going to be able to get to meet him. And I was surprised to see these come back because it's been a long time since I've seen a TTM return. But this is a 2 of 2 success in 459 days from Marco Andretti. So I believe this is the first one of this hero card that I've gotten signed. Might be a little hard to see there. And then he also signed the 8x10 photo that I got printed out and took to the track last year. Which is why I didn't have it this year to get signed, because I had some pretty good opportunities those first couple days to get it autographed. But regardless, very happy to see that one come back. Gave some great signatures on those, because his can look kind of rough sometimes. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.